What's up, you team of bad savages? Today I'm reacting to the 8 greatest American muscle cars of all time. Muscle cars look good. I like muscle cars. Probably they eat a lot of fuel. I don't know. I just guess. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Let's jump in.
Being the #1 when it comes to building muscle cars, they have been producing the best muscle cars in the world for decades. In this video, we're presenting you with the best muscle cars to have ever been produced. Make sure to watch the video till the end to find out which American muscle car is the most expensive and why it's worth so much. Hello!
The most expensive one is Dominic Toretto's car from Fast and Furious, 100%.
And welcome to Blurred. For this video, we will be exploring the greatest American muscle cars ever created. If you're interested in other car-related videos, make sure to check out our other videos here on Blurred. You can go there after this one. So without wasting any more time, let's now take a closer look at the top American muscle cars we found. The 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona. On a 1969 Dodge Charger, the Daytona featured a massive wing in the back along with a pointed nose which made fans tremble with excitement when they see it.
Wow.
It was evident that these muscle cars were out of the norm even back in the 1960s, and fans were highly enthused about them. The Daytona was designed primarily to go faster in NASCAR races. As NASCAR racing became increasingly popular and cars got faster and faster, Daytona's launch made fans even more interested to see its high performance and style. A retractable headlight, air ducts at the top of the fender, a slippery windshield trim around the pillar.
Looks like an airplane, isn't it, right? Just like so smooth, so fast, so aerodynamically made, man. And this, look at this wing, I mean, like literally airplane on the wheels.
And a smoothed out rear window treatment were among its features. The most noticeable addition, however, was the high-mounted horizontal stabilizer, often referred to as a wing. In racing trim, these innovations added a cherry on top of a cake and made it stand out from all other muscle cars. Nowadays, the Charger Daytona is easily worth more than $150,000.
What?
1967
What?
Ford Mustang,
gosh.
Eleanor.
Oh my gosh, just take a look at this piece of art. Oh my gosh, this is good as it gets in my opinion, man. I would get this car, man. I would feel like so good in this car. I feel good without it, but in that car I would feel even better, I think.
One of the coolest muscle car creations ever, this 1967 Ford Mustang was made even more famous by Nicolas Cage's Gone in 60 Seconds. It was hand-formed with an aluminum body. There is no doubt that the Ford Mustang builder did not miss any details while creating that masterpiece. This 1969 Mustang was a six-figure professional build that took 5 years to complete. Instead of adorning the pepper gray paint of everyone's favorite Hollywood Ford, this pony wore a rich black two-stage paint job under sublime charcoal stripes, and it rolls as a thoroughbred head-turner that is right at home going on a summer cruise. A clean monochromatic dash made it look more modern and classy. In addition to traditional instruments, there are push-button ignition controls that control modern air conditioning. A leather-wrapped console is topped with a low car shifter and fresh carpet floats, Cobra-themed floor mats.
I just only see the interior, but I already feel the smell of the material of the seats, you know. I can smell it because such a good atmosphere in this car that like visually it gives you the feelings that you are inside this car, and how would it feel great.
This was one of the most powerful muscle cars ever made, boasting a high-performance 347 V8 engine. The paint job is stunning, and the aluminum body is incredible. The original Eleanor is worth millions of dollars. A replica 1967 Mustang Eleanor can go for as much as $350,000.
What?
Shelby 427 Cobra. This was the first 427 Cobra built.
My apologies, guys.
And it won a Most Significant Cobra award at the annual Amelia Island Concours. Bruce Canepa owns chassis CSX 2001, which was originally a small block Cobra, but later fitted with the 427 engine. In terms of power, the 427 Cobra was the last and most powerful model ever built by Cobra. Introducing
Listen, looks like a James Bond car, literally.
the Shelby 427 1965. This race car has won many championships. Despite many cars having been replaced through the years, the 427 Cobra has stood the test of time and is a choice for every generation. Modifications have been made to many muscle cars over the years, but this was an unalterable choice. The fastest street car on the planet in 1968, there was nothing faster than this monster muscle car. The rawness of the car, the side pipes screaming into your ears, the wind blowing, no side windows, no doors, there was no protection of any kind. Driving one of these is the most visceral experience you will ever have.
Listen, I mean, you better have good roads where you own this car, because if the roads are bad, man, this car is gonna go away so fast. You will blink in the eyes blinker, or how to say, something like that. Because if you're gonna go with this car here in Latvia on the high, like around the city, there's a chance that you might bust up your car pretty bad, because our roads they're getting better now. They're getting better, but man, overall people are very dissatisfied by the road quality over here. How's the roads in America, by the way? How's the roads in your states, guys? Just leave it down in the comment section. I would like to hear it from you.
The Cobra is extremely lightweight. They weigh around 2,300 pounds. That is shocking when compared to its power. The legendary engine deserves a closer look. In real terms, these were monster motors, rated at 475 horsepower. It was a win-win situation back then, and it led to a couple mini racing championships. Looking to buy a Cobra? It could cost you up to $5 million. 1976 Pontiac.
What? 5 mil? My man, I mean, how much I need to earn to get this car, man? I mean, because if you earn only 5 mil and you buy a car for 5 mil, this is like the dumbest investment of my life, would be. But yeah, I would have to earn around 100 million or something like that to buy this car, man.
Trans Am, Smokey and the Bandit. There would be no doubt that the 1976 Pontiac Trans Am was one of the most lovable cars back in the 1970s, as it made quite an impression on the screen. A car made famous by the film Smokey and the Bandit. Pontiac manufactured a muscle car known as the Trans Am from 1967 to 2002. It was one of the finest cars produced by Pontiac. Its head-turning looks and performance on the racetrack made the Pontiac Trans Am a masterpiece at that time. There's no doubt that the Pontiac Firebird belongs in the Hall of Fame of classic cars. However, it's the Trans Am model that truly stands out. If you are looking to purchase a Smokey and the Bandit replica, it will set you back an astounding amount of money, about $100,000. The original Smokey and the Bandit car from Burt Reynolds' personal collection sold for a shocking amount of money, $317,500.
Man.
1969 Pontiac GTO Judge. This was the fastest Judge ever built in the 1960s. And
Fast and Furious, I think like Dominic Toretto had this one.
Was the only Judge to be equipped with Ram Air 4 engines. With a 400 horsepower V8 and a 4-speed manual transmission, this 1969 Pontiac GTO Judge is a real deal factory-built Judge. Completely rebuilt and finished in Atoll Blue with parchment vinyl interior and Judge decals, it got a complete frame-off restoration. The standard equipment on the Judge included Rally 2 wheels with Redline tires, a Hurst shifter, a wood-trimmed steering wheel, a rear spoiler, a rear window defogger, power steering, and front disc brakes. Packed with the options the 1969 GTO came with Judge decals, coupled with a race car-inspired interior with bucket seats, custom console, factory tack and gauge package, power steering, power disc brakes, and factory air conditioning, made the GTO one of the greatest Pontiac muscle cars ever built. Looking to buy a GTO? Plan on it setting you back a substantial amount of money, about $100,000 for a well-restored model. 1979 Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird. One of the first things that comes to mind when we think about the 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird is its enormous rear wing. However,
Listen, this one looks a bit like the first one, isn't it? Because it's like the same, the big wing, you know, the roof from another another material looks better, I guess, than if it would be white.
its rear wing should not be its only legacy. There was much more to this Plymouth than meets the eye. In the 1970s, most muscle cars were built for drag racing, while few were built for circuit racing, as
Wow.
NASCAR rules required each model to produce 1,920 road-registered examples for the vehicle to compete. The Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird was made available to the public, despite the Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird being specifically designed as a stock car racer. Its aerodynamic features were developed in a wind tunnel so that the Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird could have the ultimate performance. It was only through the day and night efforts of the builders that the Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird was able to be equipped with 3 distinct engines. In terms of size and power, the smallest and least powerful engine in the lineup is the 440 cubic inch 7.2-liter V8 engine with 375 horsepower. Incorporating many insane upgrades, the Roadrunner Superbird became the boss of NASCAR based on the Plymouth Roadrunner. Even though it shared many design cues with its sister car, the Charger Daytona, the Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird was still easily distinguishable as an impressive racer. Looking to add a Roadrunner Superbird to your garage? Plan on it costing you a ridiculous
No, I'm not planning to add it to my garage, okay? I can add another bicycle to my garage.
amount of money, about $375,000. 1980
Bro, I can buy so much cars for $375,000. I can at least buy like one, two, three, like at least 7 to 8 BMWs, new BMWs that cost 30 to 40,000 euros, man. Why I need this car, man? Imagine six. I could earn so much money. I can rent these cars out to be like a taxi cars, man. These BMWs, and that's it, man. And the cash starts flowing in. I'm rich, baby. I'm rich. Yeah, something like that.
87 Buick GNX. Despite never being intended to be a high-performance vehicle, the Buick Grand National quickly gained a devoted following of enthusiasts because of its aggressive look and low production numbers, and only a few cars in history have ever made this status and recognition so fast.
Do you consider this like as an aggressive look? I don't. I wouldn't like. I'm not sure. For me, it's not aggressive. For me, it looks like just an ordinary car that my mother would use to go to work. You know, so that's very
The
strange.
Grand National has become a performance icon by 1986, and Buick's engineers knew it could be improved. With the Garrett turbocharger, a better intercooler, larger injectors, and a low-restriction exhaust system, they decided to take the engine to the next level. A more aggressive alignment and larger anti-roll bars were also added to the suspension. All these factors combined to produce a rocket that reached 60 miles per hour in just 4.6 seconds and completed the quarter mile in around 13 seconds. And even after 35 years, those aren't bad numbers. Plan on spending an insane amount of money to own one. Barrett Jackson auctioned a near-perfect example of the 1987 Buick GNX for $550,000. Wow! 2015
Oh.
Dodge Challenger Hellcat Red Eye.
Let's go.
I believe that the 2015 Dodge Challenger Hellcat is one of the best modern muscle cars ever made,
$200,000. I bet you $200,000.
as it's got so many features that are unique and renowned for their advanced technology or their novelty. In addition, many of these features were well received by the public, attracting more buyers and contributing to the publicity of Challenger Hellcat. No attempt was made to hide the fact that it was a muscle car from its appearance, sound, feel, and behavior. This muscle car speaks class. Its beauty is truly unhidden and magical. This is a muscle car that everyone dreams of owning one day, or at least riding in once in their lifetime. When building this beast of a muscle car, the major focus was on sheer power. The 6.2-liter supercharged behemoth of a motor is factory rated at nearly 800 horsepower. Combined with either an automatic or manual transmission and a racetrack-tuned suspension allowed this beast to immediately dominate the streets and racetracks. Another feature found in this car is its valet mode, which is used when the owner lends the car out to others. This mode limits the RPM to 4,000 and allows only second gear starts. It also has got the Uconnect access system, which provides maps for driver clarity as well as a Bluetooth connection. The 2015 model also has keyless entry, a new 7-inch gauge cluster, and a new performance electronic shifter.
Tell me the price, man. Tell me the price. I want to know.
2015 Hellcat Challenger was released with most modern technology, the most aggressive body style of its time, every feature you could dream of, and almost 1,000 horsepower changed the game in American muscle cars. You can buy a 2015 Hellcat for a very reasonable price. You can find some nice examples for about $50,000. Not too bad considering the cost of the cars on the rest of this list. Comment below on what is the next muscle car that you'll be adding to your garage.
So basically I can buy like if the car cost like 300,000, so quick math lessons, 1 2 3 4 5 6 of these I can buy, man. 6 of these I can buy for 300,000, man. Ooh, forget about it, man. The old cars, forget about it. I'm gonna buy these new ones. I'm gonna enjoy them a lot.
So, this was all for today's video. Make sure you have hit the bell icon for upcoming videos, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Leave a like and subscribe.